I wanted to talk about New Labour. You know, sometimes they ask comedians, don't they, when there's been an election and the next lot have got in, or the old lot have got in, and they're like, oh, what are you going to do? How are you going to be funny now that, you know, Mrs. Thatcher, or now that John Major, or now that Tony Blair, or now that Gordon Brown has gone, you know, what cop could possibly be funny about the new guys? And then they trot out a kind of like standard answer. And of course there is always something slightly funny about politicians, aren't there? Isn't there? And but in a similar kind of way, politicians that annoy me, and the New Labour lot, you know, you kind of get like a fatigue, don't you? You know, I mean, Christ, I lived through the years of the Tories, and you know, by the end you were just kind of like clawing your face on a daily basis at just the kind of the dystopian horror of it all. And you know, lo and behold, what are we, however many years later, 13 years later or something, good God, Jesus Christ, deliver me from this hell, in much the same kind of psychological state. And of course the worst thing is, you know who's gonna get back in, don't you? Yes, isn't two-party politics fun? It really is, isn't it? It really kind of works, doesn't it? Yeah, I was even listening to Radio 4 today, and Radio 4's got like enough, you know, I can only take about 20 minutes and I start frothing out the mouth, but it was You and Yours, and they had some phone-in kind of thing, and they had a little summary from the presenter's assistant at the end or something, saying, kind of summing up the tone of the majority of phone calls, and she seemed to be kind of suggesting that, like, she said, oh, and at least half, maybe more than half, people are sort of suggesting that they've sort of they don't really trust politics and politicians at all anymore, or they've completely lost any kind of faith in the whole political system and stuff like that. And Christ, you know, it is no bloody wonder at the moment, is it? I mean, Jesus God. It's hard enough for me, and I've been waiting for this shit since the fucking 80s. You cunts. Right. But what is it about New Labour that's just so twists your fucking... I don't know. It is that Xanu Lab control freakery kind of thing. It's that... Oh, I'm running out of batteries, baby. It's that we know best thing. I can't possibly concentrate talking about New Labour whilst there is a sign blinking at me telling me that there is something wrong with my power supply.